How y'all doing? Another week, another avenue, another venue for me to do this recording, but I definitely wanted to do it. And so I thought it was very important to jump back on. Obviously, every week I record on Sundays. This has been a very busy week, a lot of travel, obviously the snow, but here in Dallas, and probably next time y'all hear from me, next time I record a show, it'll be maybe in California, maybe Alabama. I have no idea. So I just go with the wind right now. I'm enjoying this. I'm enjoying this travel, but definitely want to check in with everybody. Obviously, update everyone on my life, but also checking in with you all, so you can check in on yourself, so you can check in on your family. One thing I've realized through this whole situation, this whole ordeal, this changing lifestyle or whatever, however you want to call it, right? I've learned to have gratitude, and I think gratitude kind of teaches us to be excited, or teaches us, makes us realize that we still have opportunity. Like, no matter the ups and downs, no matter what goes on in my life, I've learned to have gratitude. I've learned to be grateful. I've learned to appreciate even the ups and the downs, the peaks and the valleys, because it means that I'm still alive. It means that I still have value. It means that I still have a purpose. Like, we all go through things. Like I've said before, the situation recently with my career, path. I thought I did well, right? And then most of the time, that's what we think, right? We think we do well, but we also look at it as a negative, like I don't work here anymore, or I got fired, or I went in a different direction, or my health is failing, or losing a job, a vehicle, a family, a relationship. We always look at it from a negative perspective. We always look at it from woe is me, instead of looking at everything from a lens of, I get another opportunity. Like, I'm still here. Like, as bad as I think life is, I'm grateful that I still have breath. And that's the best perspective to have. Like, no, life is not going according to plan, which when has it ever? Like, truly, if you look back, like, when is life ever going according to your plan? Even if you planned it out perfectly, there's something going to happen. And I just look at it through that lens now. And I didn't do that years ago. Like, years ago, I'd have been upset. Years ago, I'd have been angry at the world. Woe is me. This is unfair. But I realized I still get to do what I love. It's just in a different area now. It's in a different venue. But I still get to impact individuals spiritually, mentally, physically, emotionally. Like, I can still help them. I can still push them. I can still challenge them, and also challenge myself. Like, that is the key, right? Like, I've said it before, and I'll continue to say it. You can't help other people if you're not helping yourself. If you're empty, you can't fill anyone else up. You have to be full. You have to be strengthened. You have to be encouraged to be able to do the same, because at some point you become drained. And I think that's what kind of became my biggest issue the last few years. It's nothing against anywhere or anyone I've worked with. It's just I go so hard, right? I get up so early in the morning, go to sleep late at night, and just do it continuously over a long period of time. Like, you can't sustain that. And so sometimes, truly, God will remove you from situations that are detrimental to your health, and you don't even know it. And so that's where gratitude kind of, fills that void of that anger, right? There's no reason to be upset. What happened to you was supposed to happen to you. Really, you probably along the line asked God for strength, or asked God for peace, or asked God for growth, and this is it, right? You got to be careful what you ask for, because you don't know how you're going to receive it. You don't know how it's going to come to you. And that's things that we just have to look at it from a different perspective. That's all it is. Like, life is going to life. How do you respond to it? If essentially becomes your life. Like if you're always down and you're always, I guess they say, negative, or you always think it's why you, like, then how do you grow? How do you become who you're supposed to be if you have no challenges in life? And that's how you got to look at it. Look at everything as a challenge. Look at everything as an opportunity to fulfill a promise, as an opportunity to push yourself to become who you were created to be. But sometimes we become stuck and we don't even know it. Like we think we're doing something impactful, but in actuality, we're just stuck. We're not moving. We're just running in place. Like it's nothing productive. There's no momentum behind it. We're just running in place. And the thing is, we think we're saving the world. We think we're making a difference, and we just can't see it. And so life happens, right? The world pushes you because the world needs your talent. The world needs your gift to shine. And you have it bottled up because you think in this little space is where you belong, and it's really not. Like the space you belong is the space you're moving toward. So sometimes you need to be fired. Sometimes your health is the way it is because of your choices. We have to start looking inwardly, looking in the mirror, searching and asking questions. Why is this happening to me? But in a mindset of how can I improve? How can I change this? How can I grow from this? What am I learning from this instead of why is this happening to me? Like, why is it always happening? No, what do I need to learn from this? Where am I going with this, right? What tools do I need for this next lesson, this next assignment? Because the past assignment, the previous assignment, I've either done a good job or it's time to move on. And that's how you got to look at it. And it becomes easier, right? It's less taxing on your body because you're not blaming anyone. You're looking for solutions instead of, questioning and asking and thinking there's problems. Like the problem is a problem. You're not like it is what it is. It happened. I can't look in the past anymore. It's over. I can't do anything about that. And the future is not here yet. So the only thing I need to focus on is the present. But we can get so messed up in our head because we're inside our head thinking it's something we did. And instead of thinking about maybe it's something for me in this. Maybe it's something I need. Maybe if I keep going down this road, something will happen to me that God doesn't want to happen to me, right? He's not allowing that to happen to me. But again, if I continue down this road, it's going to happen. And so he's steering you in a different direction to protect you. Instead of us looking at it like, oh, I love this job. I love the people. Like if it's something that you love, it's something that you're really good at, it's going to keep happening. If they're supposed to be in your life, they're going to stay there. If they're not, then you got to move on because someone else needs you. There's another place for you. There's a better opportunity for you. And the only way you're going to go there is if you get fired, if God removes it, if life shakes everything up. Otherwise, you're going to stay stuck. And in 20 years, you'll look back at all the missed opportunities and be like, I wish I shoulda, coulda, woulda. I don't want that. I still want to impact lives. I still want to help people grow. I still want to challenge myself as I go into this, new opportunity, this fresh start. Like you still want to be who you are. You just want to, you get an opportunity to use it in a different avenue. You get an opportunity to flourish, right? And so it doesn't mean it's the end. It doesn't mean it's over. It's just something new. And change is a part of life. Again, how you respond to that change is the most important aspect of your life. Like if you always look at it as a knockdown, then you'll never grow. You're always improving. You should be always improving every day. Like you should never stay the same because you're going to get passed up. My biggest challenger is myself. No one else can challenge me at all, not because I'm arrogant or I think I'm better than anybody else. I don't look at it that way. Like, I have a gift that was given to me, exclusively to me, and I have to use that gift in my time frame. That's it. Like, however long I have, 80, 90 years, right? I have a gift and I have to use it in that time frame while I'm still strong enough to use it. And that's the mission. That's the assignment. And if that means I gotta go over here or go over there, like, there's a time and a season for everything. And when your time is up in that season, you just move on. And it's hard because you grow and you build relationships, you forge bonds, and you meet people and you want to be there forever. But that assignment is now past. And we have to accept that. We have to look at it as growth. It's not a demotion. It's not technically, I mean, in a worldly sense, you're fired, but in a spiritual sense, it's growth. It's a promotion. You're going to a better situation. You have less stress on yourself. And you've asked to be relieved of stress, right? And it's crazy because when you look back at it, you don't really know what you're asking for, and you don't really think about what's the consequences of whatever you're asking for, right? Or you praying for, until you get it, and then you feel peace. And see, once you feel peace, it's different for you because then you know you're flowing in your gift. You know that you're where you're supposed to be. Even if it's uncomfortable sometimes, like it's a part of the growth, the process. It's going to happen. Every year, trees shed their leaves. Every year, they fall off. And what happens every year? They grow back. Like, that's a part of life. It doesn't mean the tree is hurting because of it. Or it doesn't mean that the tree isn't hurting or the loss of that, right? That is not the best looking. It's not the prettiest scene. But once those leaves grow, once that season changes, things start to happen again in your favor. And the truth is, you never really remember the scars. You never really remember what happened to you 10 years ago because it's replaced by new memories. It's replaced by joy. It's replaced by opportunity, growth, right? You can tell your story, but the further you get away from it, you don't really complain about it. We're complaining in a moment because you feel it right now. Give it a few months, give it a few weeks, give it a few days, right? That loss, that what we say, failure, right? The firing, you start to realize the plan. You start to see the purpose. You start to see it move in the direction it's supposed to move in, and then it starts to flow. And then you realize that all along you didn't need anything. You didn't need anyone. You have everything you need to succeed already. But it's tough. Like, listen, it's tough navigating it because it's different. It's new. It's challenging, but it's helping you. You're growing. You're becoming who you're supposed to be in this season. And that gratitude goes a long way. I appreciate everything that I go through. The ups and the downs, the peaks and the valleys, the ebbs and the flows, everything that I've been through has put me in this position. And so I wouldn't take anything back from it. I'd probably make some better decisions, right? But even those situations have led me to this point in my life. And I don't regret it because I wouldn't be who I am now. My scars are why I can win because they were lessons. I realized, I was definitely one of those kids that, mom told you the stove was hot and you still touched the stove. Like, I understood it was hot, right? You felt the heat, but I just had to feel how hot it was because now I know how to attack it differently, right? And so that's not something that you encourage, but it's a lesson. It's made me as strong as I am today, that I can get through anything. Again, I always say this, like, I can do all things through Christ that strengthens me. Like, I can do anything. It never says I can do certain things or I can do some things. Maybe I can do, no, I can do anything that I put my mind to because I have strength and I have wherewithal. I have ability. I have a gift that can navigate me through different rooms and different spaces and different meetings, that I'll always succeed. Like nothing's a step back. Everything's a lesson. And that lesson is for another lesson, right? So I passed that test, and now I have to put it in motion for my next test. That's all it is. Everything, we're just being tested. And that perseverance is going to do wonders for your life. I know it's probably difficult times in the beginning of the year, but we're going to get through it. We always do. I mean, this is the second year I've been doing this, and so it's like we made it this far. Why would we make it further? We will. We're going to be okay. I'm telling you, we're going to be okay. Like I always say that, but I'm excited because you never know what's next. And it's not over. It's not ending. I've said this and I'll keep saying it. Like, I'm going to live at least 40, 50 more years on this earth. I don't know if I'm going to do this podcast for 40 or 50 years. Maybe I'll add other guests to it, right, to make it more intriguing. But I just want to keep moving. And I want y'all to keep moving. I know times are tough. They'll always be tough. It's never going to be easier. It's never going to be like, a walk in the park. Like, I don't even want that. Now, I'm not saying I want rigorous times all the time, right? But I want to be challenged because I want to be at my very best all the time. And in order to do that, like, I have to keep going. I have to keep climbing. I have to keep pressing toward the mark. Like, I love y'all. I truly do. Like, it is now, listen, it's freezing cold. And anyone who knows me know I hate the cold weather. But, like, it was important to do this episode because gratitude is so important to our everyday life. It's important to our growth with the challenges that we have in life. We all have challenges. We're all going through something. The person next to you is going through something. The people listening to this and hearing this is going through something. So I'm never going to get on here and act like everything's happy-go-lucky because I'm going through things, right? But it's not here to destroy us. It's here to build us up. It's here to create calluses for our next adventure, for our next conquest, for our next challenge. Like, we're just moving into it. This is just the beginning of the year. This is the beginning of 2026. And I look forward to the growth. I look forward to the challenges. And I hope you do too. I love y'all. Y'all be blessed. Y'all keep going. Y'all keep attacking life. Like, no matter the obstacles, like, it's come to build you up for your next steps. Be blessed. I love you.